We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco. Taking in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And right away, he lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Here's Breida. $17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now it's Breida. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go with a keeper.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And tough sledding.
But not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, back inside later.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Gold is able to put it through. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They run with Breida. And an alley to run. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll toss it to Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now a play fake. Garoppolo throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And give them a gain of 37.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Throwing is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a short gain here down to the 22. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. There he goes inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's to the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Here's Wilson. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.